Right, yeah. So, coming on here because I want to do a deep dive and talk about this whole Diddy situation. However, what I'm noticing, hold on, I look like my camera's gonna give me. Maybe it's just YouTube. I don't know. Anyways, um, I'm trying. I wanted to talk deeper about this whole Diddy situation, the video of him assaulting Cassie and dragging her to the ground and then stomping on her in the hotel and all of the details and information that I found out doing my research. But my problem is it seems as if YouTube is suppressing my last video that I did breaking the news of the incident. So I'm going to do a podcast faceless and put it on Apple Podcasts and Spotify for you guys to listen to. So if you guys don't follow me there, follow me on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I'm also on iHeart. I'm on basically all the major podcast streamers and the ones below them. I am distributed. So how I want to handle this Diddy situation, I want to do a long podcast discussing the situation, but it just seemed like they're making it difficult for my video to get up the algorithm. Now, based upon how they treat me today with the last video, right now it seems they only sit to about 200 people, which is kind of bad. But it's because of the subject matter. YouTube doesn't like, non-ad friendly things because it's not benefiting them, so they're not going to push it to the top of the algorithm. So I'm trying to figure out another way to share my thoughts and views. Of course, I don't have as many followers on the outside distributor. Here on YouTube, I got 22,000 subscribers and stuff, so that's a lot of people. But when YouTube don't want to notify your subs, that becomes an issue. And for the little bit of people that's on here, I'm pretty sure you guys probably want to hear my view and opinion on it, but also give you guys the tea that I found out about this whole situation involving Cassie. But I can't talk about it on YouTube because if I do talk about it on YouTube, YouTube is going to try to demonetize me. So if you can, this is also a free option. I'm not asking for any money. Follow me on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or one of the many distributors, and then we can really do a deep dive and talk about it because I have a lot that's on my mind within the next 24 to 48 hours, depending on what else comes out. Because I feel like as soon as I get to talk about one thing, something else may happen. I'm going to try to record it tonight. If not, it's going to be on my first thing to do tomorrow morning to discuss the situation. I'm just getting a lot of receipts and information from, different areas in regards to celebrities and stuff that's speaking out about it. And more information that's coming out in regards to how they obtained the hotel footage and who gave it to them and who was the person who sent the video to CNN. And another theory that I thought about too that I want to discuss is like, TMZ, like, could TMZ be trying to protect Diddy? Like, how did they not see this footage? But it's also another theory, like maybe the feds got the footage after they did the raid, but there's a lot of information that's come out with allegations on how the footage was basically protected and hidden all this time. So, yeah, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about these celebrities out here that's out here defending Diddy and then coming out, saying, "Oh, I'm sorry," giving backhanded apologies. It's like, okay, but I just really want to go off. But when I'm on YouTube, I gotta be so cool and the happy J. I can't be like the real street J, like the real me, like for real, for real. I have to be, you know, in this character mode on YouTube because YouTube will demonetize you for pretty much anything. So if you guys see my news brief, I talked about that. But what I'm going to do is describe the video footage and, of course, read excerpts from the lawsuit. I plan on explaining once again how allegedly they got the footage and also where is that hotel right now? And is it possible that, Cassie could file a lawsuit against them? So there's a lot of tea that I'm going to uncover in this discussion regarding Diddy. And also, I want to have a heart to heart with the Breakfast Club because, I noticed about them. They always trying to cover up for Diddy. And I noticed that about Charlamagne from me and my perspective, my view and my opinion. It just seemed as if they always are going around, they lately going around the issues at hand going on in the black community and seeming, I don't know if they're just trying to prevent being, or worse, trying to prevent being sued. But I'm looking forward to seeing the Breakfast Club on Monday because they have an entire weekend to digest this and give us the real. Like, don't come on here making jokes about this. None of this is funny. Like, the entire time that this has been going on, everyone's been trying to tiptoe around the issue. Oh, well, we're not quite sure, and this and this. And it's funny because the Breakfast Club is the insider of podcasts. They are the industry. They're like the top tier radio. They have that connection directly to Hollywood. They can get their invites to iHeartRadio since that's an iHeartRadio show. They have all of those industry connections that can help to confirm the stuff that allegedly was going down. And yet they get on their platform and they're so irresponsible with it. And it bothers me because I'm like, why can't y'all just keep it real? Are y'all scared? Well, now CNN has broadcasted to the world with no help from TMZ because TMZ is bought. I follow TMZ, but I just don't trust the news that they put out. And it's pretty clear that people are paying them for publications and stuff, and they're going to publicize whatever works in their best interest, in my opinion. I feel like that's what they're doing. But for anybody that's still out here trying to find excuses, I seen people on Twitter talking about what did Cassie do for him to stump her out in the middle of a hotel out in the public area. This is how bold this dude is. Like, this dude was out in the middle of the public area of the foyer of the hotel, like right there in the hallway where people could just walk up to him near the elevators and see him stumping this girl out. But it's like I can't even really get into it that hard because once again I gotta follow these guidelines. But believe me, if you guys like what I'm saying in this little 7 to 10 minutes that I'm talking right now, y'all don't want to miss my actual broadcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It just seems as if my videos is being suppressed because of the topic, and YouTube want to make sure that I'm following the guidelines, which is fine. But I just hate the fact that CNN can broadcast these videos and have these discussions. You got all of these bigger YouTube channels that's able to have these discussions that are bought out by the mainstream industry. But us bloggers, when we have a conversation about real subjects and topics, then it's a problem. Then they want to demonetize us. Then they want to suppress us. They want to push us down the algorithm and stuff like that. So it's like, it's tough, man. Building a podcast is very hard, and they're choosy. They're very choosy on who, they let move up the algorithm. But outside of that, Diddy, he's done. I don't think there's any way of coming back from this, especially with a long list of people and bridges that he's burnt over his career, working in the music industry, and really no one can save him at this point. He's in deep trouble. But we're going to talk about that, like I said before, on my pod. So I'm just coming on here to tell you guys, highlight the things that I'm going to discuss. Find me on Spotify, find me on Apple, give me a follow. I could come on here on YouTube and be like, yo, let me get this bag, let me get into the discussion, but I don't want to risk my monetization. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is very tricky and stuff. So, but Diddy is bad boy, the entire legacy out the freaking window. Got your son out here looking crazy, putting out diss tracks and everything else just so you can get exposed on worldwide international TV, stumping out your girlfriend. How foolish. How is everybody in that camp doing? That's the other thing I want. How much of a jackass that all of the people that was supporting him in their camp and doing interviews on TMZ, doing all this defending. Oh, he didn't do nothing. He never. Come on. Come on. It's a wicked game out here. It's a wicked game. Everybody's out here calling this person crazy. People are saying Jaguar Wright was crazy when she was talking about the stuff that was allegedly going on over there at their parties and everything else. Everybody's crazy. Now the truth is coming out. Like Cat Williams said, 2024 is the year of exposure. All truth will be revealed. And it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. But, yeah, I'm just hearing, and I got the tea. But, like I said before, get on Spotify and Apple. And it's not about it. Like, you might hear the news from somebody else, but you're not going to be able to process it from my perspective. So I want you guys to hear this conversation. I want it to be a heart-to-heart conversation between me and you, just like friends. I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna hop off of here. It's just so much going on today. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on another video. Make sure, once again, I'm really doing this video. I don't know if it's going to get pushed up the algorithm or not, but I'm trying to tell you guys to subscribe to my podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, because that's where I spill all the real tea at. I can't talk about certain things on YouTube because YouTube is suppressed. YouTube is going to push you down the algorithm at the bottom of the list when you're talking about real stuff, unless you're connected like a CNN, a TMZ, whatever, a major publication. They're not going to let us speak out. They're not going to let our voice be heard. And of course, there's certain bloggers that they've gotten to nearly 500,000 subscribers. So of course, when they post, they're going to be seen. But there's a lot of, I would say, mid YouTubers like myself that got like 23,000 subscribers that's not getting pushed up the algorithm because YouTube likes to challenge channels like mine and make it difficult for me to be seen because of this topic. I put out that video about Diddy as soon as it happened, and they suppressed my video. They still, it's been viewed by, I want to say, maybe 35 people, and it's because they only sent it. So I'm gonna catch you guys on another video, and I'm listen. Like I said before, please subscribe because I want to put out there. I don't want to just talk to myself. I got a good amount of subscribers on both platforms, so join. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.